Hello, it's Ben. It's been a bit of a while since I last did a video because I've been really busy building a fairground organ, or two to be more accurate, and I'll do a separate proper video on that project soon. Today I'm going to be composing a piece using music concrete techniques and electronic music techniques and loads of old test equipment, so I thought I'd film it. It's coming out on a nice tape-based label, so I'll probably post this video when that's out, but I'm just going to kind of wing it and not use a score and see what I come up with. I've already composed half of the tape, so I need another 20 minutes to make it worth doing. So I'll talk when there's something interesting to say, but other than that, it's just going to be a case of watching me mess around with all the equipment and the tape machines. So it'll be quite experimental. Most of it will be just garbage, but hopefully it'll give you an insight into how I spend my life. So here we go. Actually, no. Just going to get a few things turned on, first of all. As I'm sure you can see, I've completely moved the studio into a treated room, so you can't really see most of it, but the acoustics in here are much better, and I've got Adam A7 monitors built into the sound absorption part of it, so it's a lot easier to work with. The problem I had in the other place is that I had really bad speakers. I always had this room set up for making techno and stuff like that, but I had really terrible speakers in the other room, and it wasn't treated, so I was basically guessing. Anything over about 15,000 hertz, I just couldn't hear it. So this is a lot better, and also I'm taking up less space in the house now. I had taken over the attic, this room, the big spare room, and the garage for my project, which is a bit unreasonable of me. And it feels better in here actually, because I can completely ruin this room. And yeah, I have. So yeah, I'll do a proper video about all the equipment in here at some point. It's essentially the same stuff with a few tweaks. You can see two walls of it here, but there's actually a whole other wall of nice 1950s valve oscillators here. Still got the nice advanced oscillators I had before, but I've acquired quite a few other units as well. And then in the window, where the window used to be, I've got a few house plants, but just some more noise generators, a few more oscillators, and a Brulenkier frequency analyzer. Is that what it's called? Let me just check. Yeah, frequency analyzer. It's the nice 5078 model from the 60s, I believe, and it's in a wooden case, which is very nice. I've always wanted one in a wooden box. There's also a few other bits I bought not knowing quite what they were, because the eBay seller I got them off didn't have a clue, and it was a bit hard to tell from the box. I think what I've ended up with is a very nice silver box with a large dial on it, which I can turn into something, because I think it's some sort of power source, but you know, it's ripe for being converted into something musical. And also, this came free with it, which is just an atmospheric pressure gauge, so that's for measuring the pressure of stuff, which might be useful in the fairground organ actually, for when I set the wind pressure. Right, let's see what I can do then. One thing I've acquired is a variable speed copycat, so I've not tried this yet, and I'd like to put some sounds through it and see if it works first of all. But this gives me another option for changing the speed of sounds, obviously, along with the Revox and the DIY tape spooling thing I built as well. So I'm quite excited to try that out. Yeah, everything's covered in dust and bits of polystyrene from one of open packages. Let's turn that off. So, oh, and I'm also very proud of this custom built furniture which I've learnt to do as a byproduct of doing all the woodwork for the fairground organ. So I'll show you that in more detail, but basically it's just nicely arranged in racks, all the wiring's hidden behind. I was using rubbish like bookshelves and stuff in the other room, so this feels a bit more solid. And just by virtue of the room being smaller, I feel more confident in the weight being supported by the floorboards. There's less sort of distance and stuff between the joist, where the joist goes into the wall, so that's wishful thinking, but I don't think it's going to collapse. There's easily half a ton in here, and then me, probably more than that. So I hope they built it well. Right, like I say, I'm just going to sort of noodle around, and if there's something interesting to say, I'll say it. Enjoy. First things first, just going to get a bit of tape ready. I've got a fairly short amount of tape recorded, set up on this Tandberg in this lovely editing desk I've made, which makes it all easy to mess around with. So I'll get that ready now, because I'm inevitably going to want to record something. I've made it quite short, I think it's maybe a few minutes, so that I don't fall into the trap of endlessly recording garbage onto 20 minutes of tape. This means I have to focus on what I'm doing as an end point. Nobody likes this sort of music to go on for too long, I don't think. Maybe you do, I don't know. Right, let's get everything turned on and make the room unbearably hot. It really does get hot in here with all this stuff turned on. What am I missing? That's going on. Right. I think I'm good to go. I need a microphone. I'll be back in a minute. Good little hunt through all the cables, because I paradoxically have too many cables but not enough. Not the right ones anyway. But anyway, I was looking for a cable to plug the microphone into this 1/4-inch jack. And it's already plugged into the microphone, into this tape machine. I thought I was going mad. So I'll stick it in there, see if it sounds good. So, does it work? What am I doing wrong here? Oh yeah, that might be it. I hope you can hear that. Not really sure what I'm listening to there. Where's that coming from? Oh, that's not even that. Right, okay. That was just a delay kicking off. So this is going into channel 16. So there is some sound there. That was a horrible sound anyway. Something's not working. Am I being really daft? Probably. Let's try it in there. Oh yeah, that's not even the tape machine, that's just that channel. Okay. turns on the tape heads. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Why not? Bear with me. Right, I wasn't getting any sound out of this and I'm still not. I think the issue with it might be that the tape is completely worn out. So I'm going to make a new tape loop for it. Drum roll. God, I haven't cut tape for a while. Right, I'll see if this fixes it, which it should do with a bit of luck. God, I feel very clumsy doing this because it's been so long. It's almost like if you don't practice something, it becomes more difficult. Right, I hope I haven't just made a Mobius loop there. Nope, that's fine. Right, let's give this a go. Pretty good join actually. So that goes on there. What have I done? It's far too big. Okay, I'll take a bit off that. Sorry if you can hear buzzing. There is buzzing. Just going to overlap slightly so that it doesn't get caught. It's absolutely boiling in Leeds today when I'm filming this. And in here is just so swelteringly hot. Ah, God. Probably can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Oh, I'm messing it up. Right, there we are. That's much better. See if I can get this to work. That's a bit better. Oh, and actually while I'm at it, I am going to clean the heads with a cotton bud, because that probably isn't helping anything. Oh yeah, God, they're disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah. They seem okay, actually. Yeah, alright, brilliant. So, dear me. I feel like I've lost all my basic motor skill. Oh my God, and I've made it too small now. Okay, try again. I've forgotten how to do everything. As luck would have it, that seems to be almost the perfect length there, so that's good. Right, that took much longer than it needed to. I'm out of the habit. Oh, you can do one. It's too big. Tiny bit this time. Take a tiny bit off. Sorry this is a boring video, but this is the reality of doing this sort of thing. It goes wrong a lot. Things are frustrating. I'm trying to quit smoking as well, which is not going well. I'm getting stressed out by stupid things. But I'll try not to smash anything because it's too expensive to keep doing that. There we are. Right, that should just be enough now. And if it isn't, I'll accept it with good grace and humour. So that's done. Just check that join. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, this time. Ta-da! It works. Right, I'll just check I'm not doing something daft here. That is going into channel 6, which is turned up, and I should be able to get something out of that. Nothing's coming out though. Oh, no it is, something's coming out. Maybe it's very... Oh wait, I thought it was just the microphone wobbling on the stand, but yes, that is working. Maybe I need to do some experimentation here. What does that mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, it works! It's just quite a low level. Maybe it needs a preamp to get it to a desirable level. I think maybe what I had plugged in there was just the wet signal. Maybe if I try that. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so this has been modified to have the inputs on the front, which is no good to me. Well, front when it's lying down. So I've just pushed them out, and there they are. So one's wet and dry, one's just wet. Let's see what I can get out of this then. Sounds really good. I love it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's fantastic. I've gone from hating it to thinking it's incredible pretty quickly there. Let's add some other sounds through that. Maybe that's not quite. Hello. Let's try that again on the other one, see if that is. Yeah, I think that is definitely the wet and dry. I'm just going to try a different noise now. I've got this Hewlett Packard 8006A, which is known as the Booger, or Bugger as I say, because I'm dead funny. This does a series of clicks essentially, and it's kind of approximately a little sequencer. God, there's an awful lot of... Oh, actually, and I'm also stupid because I had all the treble and mid turned down on the thing, so no wonder it sounded crap. That's a lot better, actually. Hello? Hello? Yeah. It's not amazing sounding. I actually think the 1960s one I had before sounded better. This will be from, what, the 90s or something. But I sold that to pay for cigarettes or something like that, so not anymore. Okay. I better do something then. This has gone on far too long. I'm gonna have that as one video of me failing to do anything, and then I'm gonna do a new video of me actually making the track. So that was one. See you in the next video.